Hi, I'm Dr. Gary Sachs from Sachs Wellness Center, and I'm here with Dr. Madison Saylor.
Hello.
And we're going to talk a little bit today about the wellness approach to healthcare. So I thought maybe to start out, I'd ask you, what was it about a wellness practice that attracted you? Why'd you want to be here?
Great question. Whenever I'm working with a patient, I really try to emphasize that it's not just this one little spot in your back that the problem is coming from. We have to think about our bodies as being a whole person. So I really think that wellness, talking about that, kind of encompasses that idea that it's not just the one little vertebra that's not in line. We have to think about all the ligaments and the muscles that connect it, and what fuels those ligaments and muscles. Well, that's also nutrition. If we don't feed our bodies the fuel that it needs, it's not going to produce the output in the good movement that we would like to get. So I think that between chiropractic and nutrition, we really encompass that kind of wellness approach that I was looking for. So
yeah. Good.
And
good.
Me talking about what attracted me, what made you decide to make a wellness practice, Dr. Sachs?
I think about this a lot.
Yeah.
And I think what attracted me was in watching people that I cared about getting ill and watching the kind of care that they got. I realized that often there's something behind the thing and also something behind that thing that is making it so now they have a symptom.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things I think of to compare about that I tell patients is when I was first learning how to drive and I had an old beat up car and one day it wouldn't start. So, I get it towed and take it to the gas station. And they say, your battery's dead. Okay, let's put in a new battery.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, put in a new battery. A couple months later, won't start again.
Oh no.
Get it to the gas station. Well, your battery's dead. I said, yeah, but it's brand new. I just got it. Oh, okay. So a couple hours later, well, I think it was a solenoid. There was, because the solenoid wasn't functioning, it drained the battery, so the battery couldn't recharge.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably what was happening with the first battery. Okay, so there are things like that we often see mechanically out in the world that you say, if you see a dead battery, first thing you'd want to know is, why is the battery dead?
Exactly.
And sometimes it's just because you need a new battery.
Mm-hmm.
But often something else is causing that.
Yeah.
So to me, getting into the wellness approach was that idea of going deeper, of going a layer below, sometimes 2 layers below, to say, okay, like in chiropractic care, my back hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, why does your back hurt?
Exactly.
Not, well, let's just do something here to make it feel better, but why? So that, sometimes it's your feet. Your feet are throwing something off, and sure, we can do a couple things that will make your back feel better, but before too long, if your feet are doing it and you walk enough, it's going to cause that kind of problem. So for me, it was all about that, looking at the why. And that's how it led to offering massage therapy, because sometimes it's the muscle that pulls the vertebra out, That's what led to using laser therapy, because that's the thing that might get rid of some inflammation or swelling that's pushing against the nerve that's making it hurt.
Oh yeah, it's all connected. That's why I tell my patients all the time. And back to the feet, our feet are our foundation. That's what I always tell my patients. They're the ground force. They're what holds us up. And if our feet are flattening, our ankles start to rotate in a little bit, our knees start to knock, the pelvis comes off alignment. And if your spine is sitting on top of that pelvis, if that's crooked, you're going to start being crooked in the back too. So it's nice that we have the option, a wellness approach, to offer things called orthotics that would help support those feet and give you that correction that you might need for further down the line. Again, treating the whole person and not just one part. So I want to just share an example. Just this week, we had a man come in from the VA, actually. So, and he said, he was an older gentleman, but he said, I've been to literally
8 different chiropractic clinics around the country, and he said, I've never had this done before. People didn't digitally scan my feet.
Oh, wow.
People didn't, look at my whole being and test the strength of muscles and do x-rays and that kind of thing. And so, but I think that's where you get the furthest, and that's where you get down to why did this happen and what's the best approach to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Exactly.
So that's why we do a wellness approach here. If you have questions, give us a call, 989-732-7000. There's also a lot of information on our website. That's www.sacswellnesscenter.com.
Thanks for joining.